Good morning. This is call number 2022-43415 in the interest of Christopher Whitaker. Please raise your right hand to be sworn, ma'am. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Chloe Freelo, the mother.
All right. And representing the state of Texas Attorney General's office?
Andrea Perard.
Court will note that Christopher Whitaker is the non-custodial parent. Mr. Whitaker was personally served on September 14th, 2022 at 11:08 a.m. at 12438 Donna Lane in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He has not made an appearance or filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms. Perard?
That's correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this time the state would call Ms. Freelo. Ma'am, in regards to conservatorship, you have no objection to being named as joint managing conservator with Mr. Whitaker. Is that correct?
Correct.
With you being the party to designate the residents with a geographic restriction to Harris and contiguous counties, is that correct?
Correct.
And in regards to possession and access, you have no objection to a standard possession order being entered in this case. Is that correct?
Correct.
With the pickup and drop off, however, will be at the daycare. Excuse me, I'm scrolling to that portion. The Apple of My Eye Academy on Normandy Street. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that that will be the address for all purposes, even if the child is not going to daycare there, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And while you've agreed to a standard possession order, right now, what Mr. Whitaker is doing is just basically seeing the child every other Friday or every Friday for like 3 hours at the daycare. Is that right?
That's correct.
But should he choose to go and have his full possession, you have no objection to that. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now, in regards to the child support and medical support, you have personal knowledge that he works at GSC Wholesale. And we've also been able to confirm that information. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
And from your personal knowledge that he makes $3,057 per month average gross. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
And how is this child covered by insurance?
Medicaid.
In order you to maintain that government medical assistance, and will be requesting that he reimburse the state at $137 beginning January 1st of 2023. Is that your understanding and agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And in regards to child support, giving him credit for the cost of that health insurance, your child support will be set at $430 beginning January 1st of 2023. Is that your understanding and agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And in regards to the retroactive support, you and Mr. Whitaker were residing together as a family unit until about July of 2021. Is that right?
That's correct.
And so you've requested retro from July 14th of 2021 until today in the amount of $7,740 to be paid back at a rate of $150 per month beginning January 1st, 2023. Is that your understanding and agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And during that time period, he was working at the same place, making the same amount of money. And so that's what retro was also calculated using, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in regards to the non-disclosure finding, you're asking that your address and information be kept out of this court order. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's based on, while there has not been any physical altercations between the two of you, there has been a constant, dare I say, anger and fighting between each other, which eventually led for you to separate from each other. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you moved in with your father, and he knows where you live now, but for calm, peacefulness, and safety, you feel that should you move, that you don't want his address and information, your information to be disclosed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And do you feel that's in the best interest of you and your child's safety?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe that concludes the order, Your Honor. I pass my witness.
Ms. Freelo, you believe that if he knows where you live, it'll cause you or your child some harassment, some type?
We argue a lot. Like, our relationship was bad. So I just wouldn't want him to know where I stay.
So do you think that he will be harassing you if he knows where you live?
I don't think he would, but I wouldn't put nothing past him.
Well, I mean, unless he will cause you or your child some harassment, abuse, or serious harm or injury, I'm not gonna order that your address be kept secret.
Okay.
The law doesn't apply for, doesn't allow for that. You understand that?
Yes, sir. I mean, sorry. Yes, sir.
All right. So beyond, okay, Ms. Berard, so send me a new order and I will approve it without a non-disclosure finding.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you have
Right.
any objection to keeping the pickup and drop off at the location?
That's fine with me.
Okay.
And you understand, Mr. Freelo, if you all can agree to some other place, that works